fear.
In this video, we are going to be discussing the rather massive breaking news as of this evening that Blumhouse has acquired the rights to the Saw franchise. This one sort of came out of left field. It makes sense, honestly, from a Jason Blum perspective in terms of how he likes to do his movies. But before we get into the nitty gritty of all this, our multiple choice question for this video is: which Saw movie is your favorite? Comment down below and share your thoughts there. For me, it's a no brainer. I think the first movie's brilliant, and I think everything else is downhill from there. Not saying the other movies don't offer anything, but that first movie, that was a game changer. That actually, that really moved me the first time I saw that. I was only a teenager at the time, but share your thoughts below on what your favorite Saw movie is. But yeah, here we are this evening, and I did not think I'd be doing a video tonight. But when news like this drops, you kind of have no choice but to go out and put something out. Um, obviously, they're coming off the heels of a Halloween trilogy that, despite everyone's opinions on Halloween Ends, when you look at the financial success of those three movies, it's win 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 for Blumhouse. Same thing with Five Nights at Freddy's. And now here they are dabbling in the Saw franchise. And, when Blumhouse goes out and acquires the rights to this franchise, you're probably not thinking about a movie trilogy. You're probably thinking movie after movie after movie after movie. And some Blumhouse movies are, to be frank, not worth a crap. But when they put their best foot forward, I think they deliver a fantastic product. I think when you look at Halloween 2018, I know it has its critics, but could that movie really have been much better? Think about what we were coming off of. We were coming off of Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2, and then a bunch of canceled sequels in between the 9 year stretch between movies. And then we got Halloween 2018, which had its world debut at the Toronto International Film Festival. Five Nights at Freddy's also did very well. Obviously, The Black Phone did fantastic. They have a bunch of other projects that have done well. They've also had some misses. If you think about their version of Black Christmas, it leaves a lot to be desired. But here we are entering the Saw franchise, and it could go so many different ways. But when you think of potential horror franchises for these guys to acquire, that's the one where I sit there and go, it makes a lot of sense because they can make these movies on the cheap. If they have the right creative involved, it can still be quite good. And you can make a lot of them, right? And that's kind of what Blumhouse is about. At one point, he wanted to do like 10 Halloween movies. Um, the thing I find a little interesting here is, does this move them out of the Elm Street territory? Because I do know for a while Blumhouse was hot and heavy all over the Elm Street franchises, potentially going to co-produce at one point. Whether anything comes of that still, I don't know if this affects that, but I imagine purchasing the rights to Saw doesn't come cheap. Now, it's not an outright purchase. Lionsgate is still going to be involved in the development of these movies. But either way, Jason Blum has struck again with purchasing the rights to the Saw franchise. We don't know a whole lot more at this rate. My guess is, hey, it's June 2025 now. Don't be shocked if you're talking about a new Saw movie by fall of next year. I know that might seem rushed, but Blumhouse moves quick when they get involved in things, and they usually don't attack anything without a plan. And in this case, they have one. The interesting thing is, if you've watched this channel at all in its previous incarnations, whether it's Haddonfield and Beyond or Fandom Empire, the sources that we use at the channel are fairly well connected with Blumhouse. And the only thing I kept hearing over the last year was Elm Street, Elm Street, Elm Street. So when the news dropped, I seen Jeff Snyder put something out about it. Hollywood Reporter was another one. When the news dropped that it was Saw, that one surprised me. I did not see that coming. How do all of you feel about Blumhouse now being in control of the Saw franchise. Do they have their fingerprints over too many franchises, or does this one make sense? I can't speak for what the quality of the movies are going to be or potential series, but I can say this in terms of franchises and studios aligning that makes sense. This one does make a lot of sense to me. Please comment down below and share your thoughts there. Check us out on X at The Mask of Fear. Facebook group is The Mask of Fear. You can also check out our Legacy of Halloween Facebook group. Check us out over on Blue Sky. That's The Mask of Fear. And Threads and Instagram is The Mask of Fear 31. We have a brand new Patreon program that has just launched that we've put a lot of work into. Patreon.com/slash The Mask of Fear if you're interested on supporting the channel on another level. Our intro tier is $4 Beyond the Wall. Pardon me, not Beyond the Wall. It is this Squared Circle Rebellion, which is a wrestling and Star Wars tier. It also gets your name at the end of every video. Then it's Beyond the Wall, followed by The Curse of Thorn, which will be our 1 to 2 shows a month, exclusive Halloween shows. We have The Legacy of Halloween, named after our Facebook group. That's at the $13 tier, where we will be taking a look at previous Halloween mythology and lore, as well as having interviews with Halloween creatives. And then our VIP sponsor tier that you can check out at the bottom. But if you can't support us financially, the easiest way to support us is click the like button, hit subscribe, click that notification bell, and share the video. And we will see you in the next video.